$2.26 per square foot, and my building is rated as a 32. If my building was average, maybe in this case I'd be spending $1.90 per square foot. So we're starting to take that comparison beyond just an individual number and starting to put some financial metrics behind it as well. Which then brings us to the final piece, which is where my definition of what an energy benchmark is goes a little bit farther than most people's. I think an energy benchmark also needs to detail out what the opportunity for savings is. And it should make it very clear how much energy is being wasted in comparison to the rest of the market, in comparison to competitors, and also in comparison to what a reasonable performance goal is. So, for example, it's one thing to tell a building owner that their building is rated as a 32, but it's another thing to say that, in comparison to your competition, your building is wasting almost $40,000 a year, or compared to a best-in-class building that you're competing against, your building costs almost $1 per square foot more to operate. So let's look at an example. Let's say we have a 100,000 square foot building. That means if it's an owner-occupied facility or a tenant situation, it's $100,000 that could drop right to the bottom line, again, assuming that there's $1 per square foot in play. And if you're talking to an investor owner of a building or a property manager, it means that their base rent has to be $1 per square foot less in order to be competitive in that market. So that's $100,000 a year less of net operating income, and that translates to a loss of over $1 million in asset value when ultimately it becomes time to sell or refinance that building. So this is a very big deal when you actually boil it down to what the financial impact is and how they view their position in the market relative to their competitors. And here's the most surprising thing, is that many building